Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Hey, son, it's like 30 left.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Spread on. Here we go.
Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko, hut. Hey, kill.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Hey, go. Turn. It's like Silver.
Lawrence will throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Complete to number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
On red. 30 left. Hey, Ginger. Hurry. Hey, kill. Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars 7. Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Nix. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Mims in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. It got his man complete. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the right, yeah.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Working out of the gun is Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He fights him off. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, kill.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Hey, go. Hey, Soko, so hot. 11, again.
Here's Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hold it ready. Hey, Lion. Here we go, son.
Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. In motion, the tight end. Throwing, Nix. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Nix to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Broncos first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Denver.
Now it's Nix. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Broncos 7. Austin Seibert set.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find Herring on the right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Go, go!
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Jim, Phil.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35.
Take right open. Hey, go. Run, inside. 11, Agate. Hey.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, Lion. Hey, son. Here we go.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, it's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw again. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Broncos. R.J. Harvey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
33-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Soko, high.
Lawrence. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Lawrence will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we will not have a run back here. Touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
To throw is Nix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Looking to throw. Nix. Looking middle, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 26-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And you're...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bayshaw Turton, 74 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On first down, back to Harvey. Unable to corral him, it fights through. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you're talking about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun, Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Operating from the gun, Nix. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
21. Austin Seibert set to kick
Following
off.
the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. A nice little juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On red. 30 left. Zone. It's hot.
Now Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Cam Little to kick
Out is the
off for
kickoff
the
unit
Jaguars.
as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
10 yards. That's good for Broncos.
Nix from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
It's Sutton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Nix to the air. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing Nix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
Now it's Nix. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, step aside for just a moment.
Hey, let's go.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Broncos 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Hey, Lion, lock.
On play action, Lawrence. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go.
They go play action now. Lawrence will get this out to Tootin.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Hey, kill! On red. Silver.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Looking for a slot man, and he's got him.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Back to throw. Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Back to throw. Nix. Under pressure, they got him again.
Josh Hines-Allen.
He's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Nix. Throwing right, and that's complete. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
It's 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Almost set. Captain. Ready. My name is Hunt.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense.
But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Set, cut. Black 40. Ready, ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready, ready. 50, green.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from